Okay, welcome everybody to the Wednesday night live stream, 10 bagger live stream here. We're going to be talking about some charts. We're going to be talking about Logic, Fans Unite, Peak FinTech, Cloud MD, maybe some other stocks. Very exciting day in the markets. Hello, Wu. I don't know if it's Mr. Wu or Mrs. Wu, but A Wu. Thank you for joining. Chris, thank you for joining. A lot of people here on a Wednesday night, late at night. I guess everybody likes to make money. So here we go. Let's go to... just before we get started, just here a quick disclaimer here. None of this is a recommendation to buy or sell securities. Any of these stocks can go to zero. You can lose all or most of your money. Very highly speculative stocks. Do not buy, sell, trade any of these shares without doing your due diligence. These companies are clients of Wall Street Reporter, so we do have, this is not purely an independent opinion, obviously. Let's get some money here. Okay. Make penny stocks great again. This is what we're all about. Making penny stocks great again and making $1 stocks great again. All right. So let's kind of dive into today's action stocks. I'm going to kind of start off with Logic, which, I know, a lot of the Canadians here in the audience probably, you guys aren't trading this yet, but these Logic will be soon available on the NEO exchange, so you'll be able to trade this in Canada in your what do you call it, the TFSA accounts. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go to Logic. Great day today. There was actually past couple of days, I believe it looks like there might have been some short selling in the stock. Very possible. I did have a big drop yesterday, 160,000 shares. The stock went down to like $1. And today we had a nice reversal. I would say it's a key reversal day. If you look at the chart here, if you can see my cursor, it closed right above, right around that, right above the 50-day moving average. So we're right above the support levels. I think we can have a nice bounce from here. Again, my target on Logic is about near term. I think right now it could be $14, $15 within the next, maybe, I was going to say month, but it might be a little bit longer. Some of these things, take a little bit longer, as we've seen with a couple of our stocks. Nothing happens overnight, but I think we're about to get a strong buy signal over here, some strong technical buy signals. If you notice, today's move up was on volume, which is very important, and the stock went up $1 and 60,000 shares, I think it was, and yesterday was down on 160. So that's positive. Once this thing breaks, I think this could be a $40, $50 stock. Once it gets a little bit of institutional sponsorship, which it will once it goes on. I think really this thing needs to trade in Canada. I mean, it's really because it's too small of a fish in the U.S. on the OTC. If it goes on NEO, get some, I don't know, they'll get like a couple of decent bankers involved, and this thing can run. Okay, so all right, Brooke. Oh, new name. Is that a Playboy bunny? Is Playboy still in business? Okay, Peak and Logic. That's a smart buy, in my opinion. Both stocks are ready for breakouts. Let's go to which chart should we go first? Let's go to, you know what? I'm going to pull up the Fans chart because that is an interesting stock right now. This is a stock that has not gotten, I mean, this has been off to a slow start, guys. This has been, I apologize. I know everybody here likes to, I know all you guys are spoiled. You want to make 300%, 500% in 60 days. Some of these things take a little bit longer. Yes, let's go. Let's go, Derek. Okay, so I think, Derek, I think fans is listening to you. Take a look at this chart. We broke out the other day. If you've been following our live stream, I think was it last Friday, the Friday before, whatever. Well, right before the Sunday live stream. I think Hammy, even the legend of TFSA, bought in around 20 cents, right around. Let me go back to my chart over here. Right around here somewhere. I think this was a Friday. And we followed through. Take a look at this volume here. All these moves up have been on volume. So we're seeing increasing volume. Stock price is increasing. Amazing. This is the crazy thing. Look at this. The stock actually, shocking. This is shocking. The stock closed at its high today. Whoa, I didn't even notice this. The stock closed on the high yesterday. So that is pretty impressive if you ask me. I mean, because this thing has been under pressure. I think, we've been talking about this for a while. There's been, somebody was blowing out of the stock. It might have been one of the previous shareholders right all along this area here. We got involved in this thing right over here, right around, I think it was 22, 23 cents, late August. A nice pop the day of the presentation. By the way, guys, anybody who's watching this, here's free money almost. I mean, I don't want to, this is not advice. We're not giving investment advice, but there is a correlation between when we do the live stream and stocks moving up the day before and the day of sometimes. So, I'm not saying anything, but these things happen. So the big move up, people sold off. Okay. We got kind of this, nothing was going on. And now pop. And by the way, this is the same exact pattern. I mean, this is the same exact pattern that we saw with, this with Nextech last year. Does anybody remember Nextech at 50 cents last year? Right after they debuted, the stock was going down. Does anybody remember Cytodyne from 50 cents was going nowhere, and then $10, from 50 cents to $10. Chief Patal, thank you for joining us. Always good to see you back. So let's see here. So fans unite. These guys have some great fundamentals, and that's kind of what we're looking for. So here's the thing. Number one is we're not really, this is not a technical chart advice. This is not what we do here. We're looking for companies with great fundamentals, companies that are positioned for explosive growth. And again, we talked about this before on some of our previous live streams, where, by the way, guys, take a look at this Telegram. We're on Telegram. You should definitely join. We're on Discord. Join our Discord. I'm sure most of you are on the YouTube. But definitely subscribe to the Telegram. Go to telegram.com or whatever app, Wall Street Reporter channel. That's where we give, daily, throughout the trading day, we give kind of pretty good information. I think some people here who have it will agree. But again, we've talked about some previous live streams. What we're looking for is companies that have 10-bagger upside potential, minimum 10x to 100x. Within, let's call it 18 months, but really it happens within about 10 months usually. And these companies have three things in common. They're going after multi-billion-dollar market opportunities. They have multiple catalysts in place for explosive growth, and they're at that key inflection point right now where all those things are about to hit, and that's what we're seeing with fans. It took a little while, but I think we're starting to see it happen. So again, I think this could be a 10-bagger. When we started, my target was $2-3 on the stock. So we are on the way. We're at 43 cents Canadian, and the Americans are starting to jump into the stock. So let's see here. What's the next stock? Hang on a second. Let me just see what we have any comments here. Make penny stocks great again. Fun F. Okay, this must be an American. Fans, Fun F, whatever. Which, okay. Francis Ligo. We have any? I guess we have a lot of Quebec people here. So this is La Prochaine Super Stock. So this is again, Francis, I guess, is referring to our the fast lane strategy to parlay wins, parlay 10-baggers from one to the next. You start with 10 grand, You make 10x, that's 100 grand. You take that 100 grand, that becomes $1 million on the next 10 bagger. All you need is two 10 baggers to change your life. Let me just add a caveat. Let me just pop that disclaimer. Do not start with less than 10,000. I would not recommend it, and do not risk more than you can afford to lose. These are high risk stocks. Fast lane, okay. Let's go. Fun target the moon. Let's just say $3 Canadian. I don't know about the moon yet, but let's start with $3. Okay, CBDT. We're going to talk about CBDT tomorrow. The stock had a bit of a reversal today, which is, I think, fine. It might even pull back a little bit more. I'm not worried about that one. Okay, you want to talk about PKK? Let's go to PKK. By the way, guys, join the tomorrow. There's going to be the live stream with Fans Unite. We're going to have Scott Barton, the CEO, and we're going to have Peak FinTech. We're going to have Johnson Joseph on tomorrow, starting 12:30 Eastern time. Go to, I didn't put up the link. Go to wallstreetreporter.com, go to our website. On the events tab, you click that thing that says next super stock. Wall Street Reporter, events, next super stock. This one you're going to have to sign up for. It's not on YouTube. It will not be on YouTube tomorrow. You need to put in your email, and we'll probably put up the video like a day later or Friday or something. Okay, let's talk about Peak. Very exciting. Peak, very exciting today. Wow. Okay. I know everybody has been complaining about Peak. Everybody's been complaining about Peak, that it's not moving. It's not moving fast enough, but I got news for you. Look at this. I think, we've been talking about this pennant formation that's been happening. And, we got faked out the other day, right over here. You see that, that upside, the next day it dropped. So we've gotten faked out, which is, that's what happens with these things. But I believe that it's going to break out probably tomorrow or the next day. I mean, hey, I might be wrong. Let's go to, but this thing looks like it's going to break out. And when it does, I think we're going to see $2, $2.50. I mean, I think we could see a monster move in the stock up through. I mean, I think this thing could be like a freight train going into January. So it is pretty exciting. Peak. You heard it's going to be a big day. I don't know what you heard, but we're going to have the live stream tomorrow. So sign up for that live stream. It's going to be pretty interesting, I think. Whoa, we got a lot of comments. Okay, so we got a lot of comments here. Let me just see. Okay, Francis, you can buy Logic, LGIQ symbol, because your bank has a US account. Yeah, I don't know how that works, but listen, this is the time where you want to be positioned in it before it breaks out. I think the stock has been pretty much de-risked where it is. So I think if you can get into it before the breakout, you'll do okay. Yeah, so these are the stocks. These are our next super stocks right now. Well, not Loop. Loop is not one of ours, but hey, what can we say? 12 new games. Yeah, okay. So join the live stream tomorrow. Ask Scott exactly what they're doing with their numbers. So Fans Unite. So these games that they're putting in, they're saying each game, in theory, once it goes to the aggregator, every casino that the aggregator sells to could generate 500 grand per game. So these aggregators may have a couple hundred casinos. They're like a distributor, right? They distribute games to these online casinos. There's thousands of these guys, right? So we're talking about, the numbers could add up. So it's hard to model because we don't know how the uptake is going to work. But I don't think you're going to need really too much before it makes a difference. So I think we could see some exciting things with the stock. I mean, nobody, do you care if this thing makes 100 million next year in revenues or 20? I think if investors start to see that traction, once they start to see the revenue traction, then they can model it. You're going to see the stock react. That's the main thing. I really don't care what these companies do in revenues. All that stuff is whatever. What matters at the end of the day, what you guys care about is the stock price, right? So the stock price discounts the future. So, you want to think about where the market is going. You want to be positioned where the puck is heading. You don't want to chase the puck. So we want to be positioned in stocks like fans before the public gets in. What's your target, Derek? I think fans. I don't know if I think this could be a $253 Canadian stock. Hammy, where's Hammy? I don't know where Hammy is, but Hammy was welcome. We're gonna have Hammy back probably Sunday, so we're gonna mix it up. We're gonna have Hammy. We'll have what else is shit? My mind is going blank. The guy from Quebec, Paul's picks. We'll have Paul's picks. We got to mix it up. Maybe other guests. We need to have a rotating cast of guests. Because you don't want to see me all the time here. Okay, so Peak. Yeah, I think Peak is pretty good. I mean, I don't know if it's the best, but I'll put it this way: it's moving well. I think Cloud MD so far is the best in terms of quickest off the mark. I mean, that thing is up 500% in 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 500% in 10 weeks. That's pretty good. And again, our target is 10x. So we think I think Cloud is about a third way there. And we're going to talk about Cloud in just a little bit. Discord. Yes, Discord. We got some great stuff on Discord. And definitely also join us on Telegram. Okay. Let's go to... we're going to talk to Dr. Hamza. I think next week, maybe the week after, because it's Thanksgiving coming up. So he's going to be back. 100 bagger. Why stop at 100? Why not 1,000 bagger? So $3. I think it's pretty realistic. It's not crazy for fans. We're talking even Peak. Both of these things. Frank, yeah, exactly. I'm saying do not buy these stocks with money you cannot afford to lose. If you're buying these stocks, I think any stock, but look, anytime you buy a speculative stock like this, you should be prepared to lose your money. Because just buy the stock, if it's something, it's a good risk reward proposition. And in our previous live streams, you can check out the stuff where we talk about that setup where it's the asymmetrical returns or asymmetrical or whatever, however you pronounce it, asymmetrical returns. In other words, you're risking $1 and your upside is $10. That's what you should be doing. But still, you don't want to play with scared money. Scared money does not make money. You got to play. You got to be prepared to lose it, and that's when you make money. That's the irony of life. It's life is funny that way. Okay, Peak FinTech. $1,000 into several of these stocks. Okay. Hey, listen. I guess the great thing now is with these zero commission deals, these brokers, it's $5 a trade, whatever it is. I mean, it's great. 10,000. Oh, I don't know. Are you saying 1,000? Okay. Hey, listen, it's all relative. I mean, I get calls from people who have $1 million into some of these positions. I got a call from a guy who had I think he had he may have had 500,000 shares of. He had a big position in fans, and it was going down. I think he still has it. So, and that guy was a pretty sharp guy. So Peak, yes. What are we talking about? Tim, that's a great question. Do I have a spreadsheet? Come on, man. This is free. You want to pay a subscription price? I mean, what we can that's you're getting free entertainment here. What else do you want me to do for you? I'm pulling your leg. 68,000 shares of Peak on Mondays. Okay, this is a serious player here. Yeah, listen, these stocks are 10 baggers. Pump and dumper, panic selling Doc. I don't know about pump and dumper, but there is panic selling. Okay, let's go to Doc. Okay, this is the big one here. Okay, we're going to talk about Cloud MD. Who wants to hear about Cloud MD? Let's find out. Let me just catch up with a couple of these comments. Yeah, listen, the casino sports betting is taking off. And again, if you're following any of these sports betting, what these guys are talking about, listen to their earnings calls, listen to what the analysts are saying. The sports betting profits, the margins are going to be like zero. Okay, take a look at that interview we have with the guy from the ETF, the sports betting BETZ on the New York Stock Exchange. We did an interview with him, the guy who runs that ETF, and he's basically saying, look, the margin is going to go to zero in sports betting. It's going to be like a commodity product, like stockbroker commissions is going to go to zero. How are they going to make their money? They're going to make their money with online casino games. That's where they can make the 5% that thing, and that's where they're going to need companies like Fans Unite, esports, a lot of other stuff. Wow, Calvin Ting. Congratulations. This is good. I like to see people making money here. Fans, mini verticals. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening. Kathy Wood, ARC. I was trying to get Kathy Wood on our program. She didn't respond. We've had Jim Rogers on, Mark Faber. I mean, Kathy Wood, come on. What do you think? What are you too good for Wall Street Reporter, Kathy Wood? Yeah, LGIQ. We're going to be talking about ICANN probably next week. I think ICANN is going to be breaking out. It's kind of being a little bit quiet right now. I think they're going to have some news maybe in a week. Peaking 10 months. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. I mean, listen, let's see the stock go to $3-4, and then who knows? I mean, this thing has legs. And again, even at $3, they would still be trading at a discount to the peers. I mean, if they're doing 40 million in if they're doing 40 million in revenue run rate, this could be a monster. So we'll find out. Join the live stream tomorrow with Johnson at Peak. Sign up at our website. Yeah, Mr. Dotto, consolidation of Peak. Here, by the way, there were a bunch of warrants that got exercised, 50-cent warrants, so there's a lot of, there was selling the stock, profit-taking people who were in over here at this low level, 25 cents. So it's very healthy. I think I agree with who's Mr. Dotto. Yeah, I completely agree that it's very healthy. Here's what's impressive. It's impressive that with all the profit-taking, with warrant exercises, all that stuff, the stock is holding up pretty strong. I mean, this is impressive. Really impressive. And it looks like it's about to explode. Look at this, very timely. Okay, so let's go to, yes, I can. Look at this guy's getting started young, man. All right, it's making money. Millennial millionaire. Guy's going to the Lamborghini dealership next week. Fans. No, I was not informed. You know what? I don't really think I don't consider that an uplisting, the OTCQB versus OTC. I don't think it makes a difference. I mean, for the serious investor, I don't think it really makes that much of a difference. I frankly, listen, I don't think it has any difference. I think that announcement, nobody cares about that, really. I mean, it's the fundamentals in the stock. Forget about OTC, OTCQB. Like a lot of that action in fans is on the CSE right now. So, and by the way, what's great is the Americans haven't really gotten onto the stock yet. They're just starting to wake up to it. Even though we're an American Wall Street Reporter, we're U.S. based. For whatever reason, most of our buyers right now for this stock are in Canada. Okay, so let's see here. Calvin, all right. Okay, Calvin, send us like 5%. Give us like a okay, 150,000 fans, 24 cents. That's a good position. Okay, let's talk about cloud. We're going to talk about cloud right now because that's the elephant in the room. Vaccine, 94%. Why cloud drop? Even there's no reason. Future want to go to the. I'm not sure if I understand. No, because yeah, here's the thing, cloud, and we're going to go to the cloud chart right now. Let's go to the cloud chart because that is the big story today. I'm going to use the American symbol here because it's just a cleaner chart. Because of the TSX or whatever. So let me get this, delete this out of here. Okay, so I do have to say the Canadian chart. Oh, I have to say, it looks a little bit ugly here. I will not deny it looks slightly ugly. We broke through the moving average, 50-day moving average. Okay, so it looks we might get a little bit more downside action. The question again is, I guess the main question is cloud going to zero? Is this thing going to go to zero? Is it going to crash? And the answer is, I don't think so. I think we're going to see, again, the fundamentals of the story are completely intact, okay? The company today, at even $1.70, wow, that's a big drop, is in far better position than when it was right, what is it, July 20, when did we get started? Right around here, yeah, July 29th. So it's in a much better position. And again, I really fully, firmly believe we will see a $4 to $5 stock price very soon, meaning next couple of months. Could I be wrong? 100%. I could be wrong 2,000%. So here's what it looks like. Okay, so let's go. I don't know if any of you guys follow Fibonacci. I'm a kind of a Fibonacci type of guy. So let's see. Let's call this 40 cents, the 260, so 220. Take off 30%. What is it? 33% retracement. So 220, 80 cents. So right around now, we're kind of at that Fibonacci retracement, really. So I think this is pretty, I would say it's pretty normal. This is definitely not panic area. It does look like it. And I think that we're definitely seeing a lot of the TikTokers, all these guys that you see on, YouTube, these gurus, talking about, whatever hot moving stock. Those guys got in, all the TikTokers got in right around, probably around $1.80, $2. And they're all getting kind of blown out right here. So we're seeing a lot of weak hands getting shaken out. I think we could see, I would not be surprised if we saw, before I was saying $2, I thought $2 was really the support level. It did break $2. If you recall, I did say, I think last week that $2 was a good support area, and we were going to have a bounce off there. We're going to have this kind of, I thought this was a pennant forming. I'm wrong. Okay, so the next support level really is kind of this $1.50 range, and that is a key support area. Okay, so I believe $1.50 will hold right around there, and then we could see a bounce. Look, what happens with these stocks is it shakes. A lot of people, a lot of newbies get shaken out, and that's what I'm saying. You can't play with scared money. You got to be not afraid to lose your money, because this is a long-term play. I think cloud right now, look, with all these stocks, and we've been through this before, cloud is really in maybe the second inning. This is not a what I call mature stock that's that's already gone up, 15x, got blown out. Now it hasn't even made that run yet. What's great about the cloud is it hasn't done that crazy parabolic move like we saw with Cytodon. Okay, you guys want to see Cytodon? Okay, let me pull this up here. I probably shouldn't be showing this to you because this is not, maybe it's not good to show you. Okay, I'll give you an example here. Okay. Okay, so let me do a 1-year chart. Oh. Okay, so I can't show it's not set up for the 1-year chart, but okay, take a look at this. So Cytodon is a stock that we started featuring at 50 cents. We started featuring this stock at 50 cents August of 2019. And it started going up. It went to about $1.50 in January. Then I'm going to use my cursor right around. It started moving. It hit $3, which was a massive move from 50 cents to $3 by February, March, April, May, June. And then look at this. Look at this. Stock goes to 328. People get shaken out. It broke that moving average. Look at this. Can you guys see my cursor? It broke that 50-day moving average at 267. It shook out people. Everybody was nervous. And then it went crazy. From 267, the stock goes to $10 and a penny. Not just $10, but $10.01. And then boom, it drops. Listen, just for the record, we actually, we working with Cytodon for a while. Our contract ended right around here, and they didn't renew with us because they thought, hey, what do we need these guys? What do we need the Wall Street Reporter for when our stock now has a $3 billion market cap, and we haven't done anything with them since. And then listen, the stock went to 1001, then boom, from 1001 to 286, and it's been going kind of downhill. But here's what I'm trying to say. It had this massive move, so the value, all the craziness happened. So that basically what we want is stocks which are before all the craziness. So you want to get into cloud here, before it goes to $10 or whatever the number is. Let me pull this up. Can it go to $10? I don't, can Cloud MD go to $10? I'll give you my honest answer. I'll tell you my honest answer. I think it can. I think Cloud, there's no reason why it can't go to $10. It might take a year. I really don't know. Oh, sorry, I'm pulling up comments late. So yeah, I think $4 by maybe January. I think yeah, I think it might be January. Doc is paying 15% of Fidelity to loan out. For shorts. Yeah, could I don't know. Okay. Gold. Yeah. Hey, Francis, we're getting into gold in a big way. We're about to feature a bunch of gold stocks. We just started with Cross River CRVC. Check out their video. They're really like early stage. This is like very early stage. The stock has gone up, but they have if you know anything about gold, they have like a massive play in Northwest Ontario. Historically a elephant country, massive gold producing district. I mean, they're in the right area. They got the right people. The geologists that put these projects in, they all had massive wins, and that's one thing you want to look for. So take a look at CRVC. We're going to have a couple of others. Yeah, the stock Dow is down. Stocks are down. Yeah, fans. We're getting Americans getting into the fans. I think, yeah, the OTCQB helps a little bit. You know what? It helps with the kind of the more mass market type of thing. So I think we're going to see more mass market investors. Yeah, I think I answered this right. Okay. You got out of cloud at 280. You got in at 80 cents and you got out at 280. Uh, it's not bad, but you don't know though, right? So here's the crazy thing. With these stocks, the money is made, right? If you look at uh, any big wins, it's made by holding a position until it's fully mature. Okay, so you want to get in at something, and you want to get in and capture as much of that value as possible. Think of it as, let me give you an analogy. Okay, this may be not it may be bad. Like a dividend stock is like a cash cow, right? A dividend stock that pays you dividends. So it's a cow that gives you milk. So you want to keep that cow for a long time because it's giving you milk, right? So the milk makes you money. Whereas a penny stock, a speculative position, this or anything that does not pay a dividend is like a pig, right? So you have a little pig, right? And basically you're growing this pig until it's full size, but then you got to sell it when it's full size. When it's reached maximum capacity, you bring it to the market and you get your money for it. But meanwhile, that pig is basically it's not giving you milk, it's just eating, right? So it's taking up resources. So that's one of the reasons why we believe in you got to maximize your cash and get into the next deal, because it's just it's money doesn't sleep. But you do not want to like get out too early, and you don't know. Like I think 280 might not have been that was a pretty good fast trade. The problem is you don't know when a stock is going to blast off. And I don't know if any of you guys have read, famous book. I don't know if any of you guys are trading, like, what's the famous book? Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. I think it was written by Jesse Livermore, or a pen name. It was one of the great books on trading, investing, Reminiscences of a Stock Operator. I read this when I was a kid, and there's a famous line there. There's an old man who tells the young Jesse Livermore a line which is like, I made all my money not by trading, but by sitting, which means you got to have patience. Don't trade in and out, because every time you make a trade, you're taking a risk. You're doing it's a buy sell. You don't know when you're going to get back in. You got to maximize. Yeah, you like that analogy. Yes, a CRVC. I don't even remember the US symbol. It doesn't trade in the US that much. I would buy the Canadian thing right now. The US thing is not ready until they're DTC eligible. Yeah, fans is trending now. Yeah, CBDT. Yeah. Yeah, so Reminiscence of Stock Operator. So you know what I'm talking about, right? Where they at? It basically is talking about you got to be patient, because I'm sure it's fun to get into a stock at I don't know, 80 cents. You make 3 times your money, but isn't it better to make 20 times your money? Especially if you're in the US, you got taxes every time you trade. So, or when you make a profit. So it's definitely one of these things. Okay, so we covered logic, fans, we covered cloud. I think that's it. Okay, so everybody, make sure you join the live stream tomorrow with Peak FinTech. Fans Unite. I mean, these companies are both of these things are positioned for breakouts. And I think we're going to see some massive moves in these things. When do you think? I don't know, man, Calvin. If I knew, no, I think it's going to break out right now. So that's the thing. You got to be patient with these things. You really don't know. You don't know. Family, 50 cents. I think the stock could easily go to over 50 cents. Once fans goes over 50 cents, let me pull up the fans chart. I think once fans goes over 50 cents, it is actually, the number is going to be really 52 cents. I think once it breaks that high, is it 52 or 50, even 50 cents? Listen, once the thing goes once it breaks, once it holds 50 cents, it goes above 50 cents, this thing is taken off. I mean, that's when everybody's going to go crazy. Yeah, that's CBDT. Derek, you're welcome. Thank you for joining. Um, Jack, are you asking if you had 10 grand in peak or doc, not one or the other? That's a tough question. I honestly, I really don't know. Even at this point, like doc, I mean, peak looks like it's about to break out. Doc is pulling back, and it's going to probably bounce off that support level. So we're gonna know about doc in a few days, basically. Let's, I don't know, maybe go 50-50. I don't know, but that's a tough thing. Yeah, exactly. Plan to let it go. That's the idea. We want to make, we want to parlay gains, as Canadian Cash Money says, gains. 50 cents by Thanksgiving, fans. Yeah. The next 10 bagger, the most potential 10 baggers. Kevin, I got to be perfectly honest with you. If I had to be 100% honest with you, I would have to tell you I don't know. Because we don't know which, that's the thing, you really don't know. I mean, which of these stocks is going to be massive. Like you never know. It's usually the one that you least expect that goes crazy. I mean, if you ask me in April, if Imagine AR, when it was like a nickel or 5, whatever it was, that the thing would go up 13x, that would have been the least expected. I mean, they were, in bad shape back then. So you never know with these things. That's the thing. You gotta stay loose. Fans, peak, yeah, 10 baggers. I mean, they're on their way. Doc, I think Doc is going to be 10 bagger from where it started. I mean, I think it's going to be $5, and then we'll see what happens. So it kind of comes and goes. I think we're going to have a couple of companies signing up, I think in the next few weeks, like maybe after Thanksgiving. We're going to have a couple companies signing up, which one of them sounds really promising. It's a pretty interesting tech play, and they're all relatively cheap. They're like under $1. And we're here to make penny stocks great again, right? So yeah. Yeah, we need more subscribers. Yeah, definitely you should be joining the YouTube subscription thing. And also definitely join the Telegram. Telegram is really the place where you're getting kind of the real time throughout the day. So that's the thing. And on that note, thank you everybody for joining us. Make penny stocks great again. Make $2 stocks, $20 stocks, and we'll see you in the next live stream. Actually, join us tomorrow. Join us for the Fans Unite Peak FinTech. Both stocks could break out massively tomorrow. We're going to see what happens in the morning. They're definitely positioned for, I mean, Fans is like a freight train. Peak is like, it's like almost like a big pool of gasoline, and a match is about to drop on that, and boom. So we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you again.